Today's video was sponsored by Cyril Okalo, a true patriot and a Kenyan nationalist at heart. Stand by for debrief in 3, 2, 1. As we speak, there is a plot by the national government to get Governor Natembeya arrested. And how do we know this? Well, because Kalonzo Musyoka exposed it. Here's a tip.
Sisi nasema Ruto kama anaheshimu katiba, badala ya kusumbua, najua usiku wa kuamkia leo wanataka kumkamata. I did not tell you this, my brother Eugene. Walikuwa naenda kumsaka na kumkamata Natembeya. Wakishika Natembeya zote tusimama na yeye. Si kweli? Walikuwa na mpango hata achukue mama gavana wa Vinya. Wakishika mama wa Vinya zote tuko kotini. Sina nayo. Safari hii hatutauzua uoga. Safari hii ni Kenya, tujikomboe. Wangapi wako tayari kujikomboa tena?
Even Natembeya himself is well aware of this scheme, and this is what he had to say.
Sauti yangu itaendelea kuringa kwa masikio ya watu yangu hata nikichukua kwa jela. Kama namna gani? Na hiyo mimi nasema nimejitolea, ikuwe kifo, ikuwe jela, ikuwe all that thing, as long as jamii yangu imeenda kwa ile.
Now in this video I want us to look at some of the reasons why the deep state wants to arrest Governor Natembeya, and with no further ado, let's get after it. Now the first reason why they're after the governor is because he has begun taking on the president and his people directly. Here's one such example.
Hii Kenya hii msipojunga watu wetu miaka mingine pia tutakuwa na taifa la Kenya. Wajumbe wote wa Kenya wote wanaogopa rais kweli kweli. Hakuna mwenye anaweza kuambia rais Ruto kitu. Wote sio wamepewa nini? Wanapewa pesa kujenga masoko, kazi ya gavana. Wanapewa pesa kujenga barabara, kazi ya gavana. Wanapewa pesa kwenda kujenga mahospitali, kazi ya gavana. Sasa kazi yao ni kusema tu yes sir plan fagi. Mpaka siku gani? Saa hizi wamekuamilia shilingi bilioni 10 ya kujenga mabarabara. Hadi wabunge wapewe pesa waweka kwa kera wakule hiyo pesa. Nyinyi mtakubali kweli? Na sisi kama gavana tumesema kama hiyo pesa ya kujenga barabara hatupewi, hata hiyo budget wakae nayo tufunge makaunti zikae. Unataka kujifanya kwamba kuna serikali ya county na siku na kila siku tunabeba kibaba kule wenda kuomba pesa. Tuomba na hiyo pesa ni wananchi wametoa ushuru. Sisi mheshimiwa rais hatupembelezani na wewe tena. We are not doing it. Fanya kazi vile katiba inasema. Fanya kazi vile katiba inasema, si ndio?
I like that part where Natembeya said, Rais hatutabembelezana na wewe tena. I'm sure that's the bit that riled up the president's cronies. Because immediately after that speech, Chergey started talking about Natembeya's impeachment. And believe it or not, 9 out of 10 times, when a governor is nabbed by EACC, it is usually because of senators. Senators are the biggest snitches and instigators pale EACC. Although personally I don't mind if they rat out leaders who are looting. But when they're being used to settle political scores, then that's where the usefulness begins to end. Moving along, the second reason why these guys want to nab Natembeya is because it's the only way they can sell fear to Rigathi Gachagua. Because the Ruto camp considers both Rigathi and Natembeya to be inciters. It considers both to be tribalists, and it even considers both to be persons of interest. Now the only difference between Rigiji and Natembeya is that Rigiji is the Mlima Kenya kingpin, and Natembeya is currently trying to become the Mulembe Nation kingpin. So at the end of the day, a king in ascension is easier to nab. Gachagua akishikwa sahi Gema community itasimamisha nchi. As at now, I'm not too sure that the same can happen for Natembeya. If Natembeya is nabbed, you'll see protests in Trans Nzoia and part of Bungoma. It's different from if Mudavadi was to be put behind a prison bar. The entire western region would be up in arms. Even if they don't support him, that's the status that he enjoys. Natembeya is yet to enjoy that status. He's working towards it. So wameona easier target. Rigiji akishikwa mambo inachemka. Huyu akishikwa itachemka tu pande chache. And that is why they are going after Natembeya, to send a coded message to Rigathi Gachagua that huyu jamaa ambaye according to us ni mkabila kama wewe, ni insider kama wewe, and so on and so forth. This is what we are going to do to him, na pia wewe ukae ukijua sooner rather than later you shall share the same fate. It's intimidation basically. Now the third reason why these guys are going after Natembeya is because he has presidential ambitions. These guys ain't fools. They know if person X is on the ballot, mambo yetu kuisha. If person Y is on the ballot, mambo yetu kuisha. Which is why they had to impeach Gachagua. It's not about what he did. They saw that this guy is not on the same bandwidth or frequency with the president, and as such, he could easily run against President Ruto in 2027. Uhuru Kenyatta also suspected Ruto of doing the same in 2017, na hapo ndo shida zao zilianzia. Ruto himself admitted it in that same video where he said angechapa rais kofi. So the best way to get Rigathi out of the equation was impeaching him. That was easier to do because the MPs were in the president's pocket. But for Governor Natembeya, impeachment is not as easy as people think. Anyone who's impeaching him is going home. Plus the MCAs are very much pro Natembeya for their own good. So the best path is through EACC. He's going to be arrested because of counts of corruption. EACC will forward it to the DCI. DCI will forward it to the DPP and seek to get this guy arraigned in court. And then you might see Martha Koome or Philomena Mwilu empaneling a bench ya watu ambao the outcome is already predetermined, like we saw with Gachagua. Now you fast forward down the road, when Natembeya is coming to say, oh, imefika masaa ya election, I want to run for president. And Ambia, hold on, you can't be cleared and you are found guilty of this crime. It's designed to keep him out of the ballot. The president has two great enemies, Gachagua and Natembeya. Those are the two largest tribes in Kenya, watu wa Mlima na watu wa Mulembe. And there are two people who are driving those people away from the president. And that is why unaona there is an active and aggressive campaign to get them removed from power and removed from all spheres of influence. Whether they succeed or not, that's another story for another day. But personally, I would dare say that if Natembeya is arrested, his popularity goes up. If Rigiji is arrested, he's already popular. I don't think there's any more popularity he can enjoy more than now. But if he's to be arrested, it is not Rigazi's popularity which will go up. It is the people's anger. And you'll see it in the streets and every other place. I just hope it doesn't happen. Wale ambao wamesimamia police na hizi vitengo zingine, I hope they don't get foolish to that extent. But at the end of the day, guys, that's just my opinion. Do let me know your own comments in the comment section below. How do you think things will turn out if they arrest Natembeya? Just drop your comments. I'll do my best to read them and to give you a response. And in the event you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching from a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for Ondavidwafula. Hit the subscribe button. You're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really need to subscribe to. Alright guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.